the rich get richer, relegated clubs, and the Premier League wealth gap. For the second consecutive year, we've witnessed a striking trend in English football. All three clubs that earned promotion from the Championship to the Premier League have found themselves relegated again, returning to the second tier almost as quickly as they arrived. It's easy to chalk this up to the harsh realities of competing in the world's wealthiest domestic football league, where financial pressures can be overwhelming for newly promoted teams. Even when clubs like Southampton and Ipswich invest heavily, spending £62.8 million and £106 million respectively in the summer of 2024, the chasm between the Premier League and the Championship seems insurmountable. This phenomenon, however, was once a rarity. In fact, prior to the last two seasons, it had only happened once before, back in 1997-98. Typically, promoted teams would find a way to establish themselves in the top division, with notable success stories like Fulham, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest in the 2021-22 season, where they not only survived but thrived, even eyeing European competition. The introduction of parachute payments in their current form in the 2015-16 season was intended to soften the blow for relegated clubs, allowing them to retain key players and maintain some level of competitiveness. And for some clubs, this system has worked wonders. Take Newcastle, for instance, who bounced back to the Premier League in 2017-18 after receiving a hefty £40.9 million payment. Other clubs like Aston Villa, Norwich, West Brom, Bournemouth, and Sheffield United have also successfully navigated the ups and downs of promotion and relegation, thanks in part to these financial lifelines. However, the Football League has been vocal in its criticism of how the Premier League administers these payments, arguing that the distribution of funds skews competition in the Championship. Despite their efforts to reform or abolish the system, the EFL has faced an uphill battle, especially after the government expressed its support for maintaining parachute payments. Interestingly, while some clubs like Burnley have thrived under this system, leveraging parachute payments to become one of the most profitable clubs in the Premier League era, there's a deeper issue at play. A little-known regulation benefits elite clubs when relegated teams quickly return to the Premier League. Parachute payments, which account for a significant portion of the £1.6 billion allocated for solidarity payments to English football, are distributed over 3 seasons. If a relegated club is promoted again, they lose the remaining payments, which then revert to the Premier League shared pool. This means that the top clubs have a vested interest in seeing relegated teams bounce back swiftly, reinforcing a cycle that perpetuates the wealth gap rather than leveling the playing field. While the system was not explicitly designed to create this outcome, it has inadvertently fortified the Premier League's elite, making it increasingly difficult for lower-tier clubs to compete. In summary, the current landscape of English football reveals a complex interplay of financial dynamics that favors the rich, leaving many clubs struggling to find their footing. As the cycle continues, the question remains, can anything be done to break this pattern and create a more equitable environment for all clubs?